told our friends I snore and drool. You're lucky I don't walk away, but you keep joking anyway. You slammed the fridge and rolled your eyes. I told you, girl, I love your cries. You tried to frown but cracked a grin. That's when I knew I'd win again. You get under all my skin, but that's where love begins again. We push and pull, but in your style I see that sparkle through your trial. You ain't leaving till you smile, even sideways, even while you curse my name or hit my chest. I'll still poke fun, you know the rest. No exit sign, no angry dial, but you ain't leaving till you smile. I'd rather fight with you than laugh alone. You make this bar feel just like home. So before you grab that truck in style, give me that grin, stay just a while. You ain't leaving till you smile, not the fake one, not your try. I want the giggle, snort and shake, that kind of grin I can't remake. We love too loud, we fight in style, but you ain't leaving. No, you ain't leaving till you smile. You ain't leaving till you smile, not the fake one, not your try. I want the giggle, snort and shake, that kind of grin I can't remake. We love too loud, we fight in style, but you ain't leaving. No, you ain't leaving till you smile. You leave your boots by the kitchen door, always tracking in mud like you own the floor. You rev too loud, talk too fast, but boy, you've got a charming lass.
You steal the covers, roll your eyes, start a fire with just one side wise. You talk in circles but walk so fine. Girl, you shift my heart every time.
You drive me crazy in all the right gears, speeding through kisses, switching up fears. You got that wild in your sweet little grin, got me spinning like tires on a back road wind.
You ain't easy, but you're worth the ride.
Burning rubber with nothing to hide. You drive me crazy in all the right gears.
You slam my truck door like you mean war, then blow a kiss that I fall for. You ain't quiet, you don't break slow, but you're the engine in my soul.
You miss the signs but hit the charm. One wrong turn and I'm in your arms. You love like lightning, fight like fire, but still you're every song I desire. You drive me crazy in all the right gears, from midnight tears to sunrise cheers. You stole my pride, then gunned my grace, pull me close in a four-lane chase. No map needed, just you near.
still stay true.
'Cause I'd wreck the world to ride with you. You drive me crazy in all the right gears, turning fights to laughs and shifting tears, down every mile of our wild years.
We're stick shift lovers without the fears.
You're my high-speed, heart race frontier. Baby, you drive me crazy in all the right gear.
You left your boots in the kitchen sink, didn't rinse your plate, didn't stop to think. Then you snored through half my show. I swear you do it just for show.
You bought more shoes, filled up the floor, left 10 candles by the bathroom door. You yelled at me for breathing loud, but still you call me your stubborn clown.
I roll my eyes, you lose your cool.
I take the blame, you change the rules.
And every time, without a sign, it ends with me uncorking wine.
You start the fight, I pour the wine. You raise your voice, I say you're fine. We fuss and swing like laundry lines, but somehow love's still intertwined.
You slam the door,
I grab the glass.
you talk too fast, I let it pass. Ain't perfect, no, but it's still mine. You start the fight, I pour the wine.
Your mama calls and takes your side. I nod and smile and let it slide. You say I'm wrong and hug me tight, and I forget what we fought that night.
You burn the toast and blame the bread. You leave the lights on in your head. But somehow still when all feels bent, I pour a Merlot and we repent. We clash like drums but end in time. One cork pop and we realign. It's wild, it's loud, it's borderline, but it still ends with sipping wine. You start the fight, I pour the wine. You walk away, I say you're mine. We bicker big, then laugh and rhyme and hold on tighter every time. You forget dates, you lose your keys. You never say steer with ease, but through it all we're by design. You start the fight, I pour the wine. We're fire and salt, a spicy stew, but honey, I still choose you. So let's keep dancing, storm and shine. You push the fuse, I pour the wine. You start the fight, I pour the wine. You roll your eyes, I say you're fine. And when we're gray with wrinkle lines, we'll still be yelling overtime. But through the noise, we'll toast in kind. You start the fight, and I'll pour the wine. Sun's going down on the county line. Trucks roll in like a back road sign. Cooler's full and the fire's lit. Tailgate drops, yeah, this is it. She walks up in them worn out boots, spins in circles like a live wire loose. Radio cranking that outlaw sound, and we ain't slowing this party down. We're kicking dust on a Friday night. Boots are stomping in the pale moonlight. Hearts run wild in a southern groove, dancing like we got nothing to lose. Raise your glass, hold it high. We're burning fast and feeling right, kicking dust on a Friday night. Joe's on the fiddle, swinging mean. Sally's laughing in them cut-off jeans. Old Red Barn's got a brand new beat with hay on the floor and fire in our feet. We're kicking dust on a Friday night. Boots are stomping in the pale moonlight. Hearts run wild in a southern groove, dancing like we got nothing to lose. Raise your glass, hold it high. We're burning fast and feeling right, kicking dust on a Friday night. City lights, just stars above and good old fights. We live it loud, we live it true. That small town soul comes shining through. We're kicking dust on a Friday night, laughing loud till the morning light. Hearts on fire in a country tune, spinning around like a red hot moon. So clap your hands, scream and shout. This is what life's all about, kicking dust on a Friday night. Tuesday night with nothing but your gold stand neon light. My guitar's missing its B string, but I still play like I'm the king. I tried writing songs to make you cry, but the chords were wrong and my beer went dry. Now I'm singing it loud in a smoky dive, just glad to be barely alive. I'm out of tune and over you. My heart's still cracked, but my soul's brand new. You took the dog, I kept the blues. But honey, look, my boots still move. You thought I'd break, but I just bent. Turned heartbreak into rent. So here's the love that's overdue. I'm out of tune and over you. My buddies laugh when I hit that flat, but they still cheer when I swing my hat. You haunt the hook, I wreck the rhyme, still smiling through this missing time. I'm out of tune and over you. Still off key, but I'm pushing through. You burned the bridge, I built the stage. Now I play heartbreak out of rage. I ain't slick, but I've improved. Got whiskey lungs and nothing to prove. So raise a glass to love untrue. I'm out of tune and over you. Some find peace in silence still. I find mine with a jukebox thrill. So let it screech and let it slide. At least I feel this mess inside. I'm out of tune and over you. Still strumming like the lost and true. You're long gone, I'm still in bars, turning pain into drunken stars. I don't need a perfect key, just a song that sets me free. So here I stand, just passing through, out of tune, but over you.
I've had bottles that burn like sin, stories I should have never let in, but tonight you're pouring something new. Darling, it's hitting harder than 90 proof.
You think you're smooth in the worn out jeans, sipping slow and acting clean, but boy, I see the way you look. And I've read hearts like open books.
But this ain't just the bourbon talking, then hush and quit your sweet slow walking. We both know what this feels like too.
But whiskey's got nothing on you. Whiskey don't dance like your hips do. It don't burn slow like kissing you. It don't laugh, it don't tease, it don't lie. It won't steal breath with just one sigh. I've had shots that made me feel brand new, but baby, whiskey's got nothing on you.
You tip your glass and tip your hat, but I know boys like you don't last. Still here we are at 10:30, swapping stories and what ifs again.
You say I'm trouble, maybe so, but you lean in when the jukebox slows. And girl, if this is some kind of game, then pour me more and keep my name.
I've had nights that burned and faded,
But this one's feeling too gold-plated.
ain't drunk enough to miss this clue.
That whiskey's got nothing on. Whiskey don't laugh like you just did.
It don't make me ache like wanting you.
It won't stay past the last round bell. It don't care how hard I fell. But here you are with eyes so true. And darling, whiskey's got nothing on you. You've got that fire I can't outrun.
You hit like dawn, not like the sun.
And even if we crash and fall, you'll still outshine that drinking wall. Whiskey don't dance like your hips do. Don't make me ache like wanting you. It don't pull me like you just smile. Don't make time stop for a little while. So take my hand, let's see this through. 'Cause baby, whiskey's got nothing on you.
I told my friends I wouldn't stay, just one quick beer, then walk away. But the moment I saw your silhouette, I knew I wasn't leaving yet.
You said goodbye just last July. Now you're back with that same old line. Just passing through with that crooked grin. But here we go, falling in again.
I swore this bar
Was not our place.
but there's still whiskey in your face.
We keep needing like it's fate, right where we always fall too late.
Ain't no exit in this bar. We drive in circles near
tip your hat, I fake a laugh, but we both know we're on the same path.
You pull a chair, I order gin. Like love's a game we never win.
You spin your ring, I check the time, but every word still tastes like wine. And when you hum that old George Strait, I know it's already too late.
You raise a glass like nothing's wrong, but girl, we've danced to this too long.
And every door we try is fake. It's a goodbye we never take.
Ain't no exit in this bar. We play tough but leave a jar of every kiss we ever stole between the jukebox and our souls. It's not the neon, it's who we are. Ain't no exit in this bar. Maybe we're just stuck in time, or maybe we're just stuck in rhyme.
But I'd rather stay and feel this sting than walk away from everything.
Ain't no exit in this bar, not for hearts this torn apart. We say we'll leave, we shut the tap, but find our way back where we had one more spark, one more scar. Ain't no exit in this bar.
Sunday morning skies turning gold, but I ain't dressed in no white robe. I got a river running past my tires and a heart full of dirt and wildfire. Preacher talks in suits and pews, but my church wears mud on boots. I found grace in the wild and wide, where the Spirit rides shotgun by my side. It's a back road baptism in dust and light, where the soul begins, where the wind sings hymns through pine and wire, and the holy rolls on rubber tires. No stained glass, no cathedral kiss, just freedom in a place like this. I ain't washed in water clear, but Lord, I found you out here. Mama prayed I'd come back home, but I found truth in red dirt roads, in every mile an engine hum. I heard the voice I was running from. It's a back road baptism, forgiveness in the setting sun, with bugs on glass and gravel prayers. I lost my guilt out in the air. No choir robe, no scripted bliss, just backbeat grace and a rebel's kiss. I ain't dressed for heaven here, but Lord, I feel you out here. Sometimes mercy wears worn tires, sometimes faith lights campfire, and sometimes love don't preach in lines. It revs its soul in overtime. It's a back road baptism, hands up high, no catechism, just a howl and an open sky, and tears I didn't mean to cry. If heaven's way
hand and I'm stoned. You said, darling, didn't we swear last time? And I said, yeah, but lies still rhyme.
You wore that scent I can't forget, same as the night our hearts first met. You laughed and said, this ain't a tune, just barroom promises and cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, where hearts get loud in a lonesome room. We swear we're done and start again, with one slow dance and 2 shots of sin. We say never by the neon bloom, but we're still caught in this old saloon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. I told myself don't take that seat, but your eyes lit fire under my feet. You poured me a lie with that sideways grin, and I drank every drop you poured me in.
You look like hurt with a little hope, all cowboy charm and unraveling rope. I said this time, let's not resume, but your kiss still smelled like cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, words that vanish by the afternoon. We swear we're wise and fall too fast, try to rewrite what couldn't last. We say goodbye but make more room for one more lie beneath this moon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. We both know how this ends, but we're better at breaking than being friends. And as long as this jukebox plays our tune, we'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take you back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
We both know how this ends,
But we're better at breaking than being friends.
and as long as this jukebox plays our tune,
We'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take it back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. You walked in like you didn't care, flip your hair like I wasn't there, but your boots pointed straight my way. Girl, your heart gave you away.
you sat down 2 stools too far, but kept glancing over at the bar. You laughed loud, but your eyes stayed blue. Boy, your boots told on you too.
You say you're over all we had,
But baby, you still look that mad.
ain't no shame in wanting to stay.
Your feet just gave your mouth away.
Boots don't lie, but hearts do. You say you're done, but I see through. That stomp says leave, but the
sign says, why'd we say goodbye?
You wear that red like you moved on, but you played our song all night long. You turn away like you don't care, but girl, your boots still take you there.
You say you're gone, but you linger close.
You say it's done, but I still know we don't need a full review.
Our boots just
Walked us back to true. Boots don't lie, but hearts do. We're fake and strong, but we're not through. You cross the room just not to stay, but every step says come my way. We keep pushing, me and you, but our boots still find the truth.
You say you're gone,
But your heart never flew. Boots don't lie, but hearts do. Maybe we just talk too loud.
maybe we both act too proud. But maybe if we drop the show, our feet would take us home. Boots don't lie, but hearts do.
We keep pretending, but we both knew.
Every shuffle, every slide still brings us side by side. You say it's over, I say it's true, but we ain't fooling no one but me and you.
So darling, what we gonna do?
'Cause boots don't lie, but hearts do.
He pulled up in a dusty Ford, boots on dash and a smile I ignored. Had too big and jeans too torn. Should've known I was about to be warned. He said, girl, you look like sin. I laughed and said, don't rope me in. But 5 shots later and a sideways grin, I was 2-step deep and falling in. He's got that cowboy side crazy. Drives me wild and acts all lazy. Spins me fast and walks away, but somehow I beg him to stay. He's rough, he's sweet, he's never plain, like whiskey poured in summer rain. Lord help me, but I love it daily. That cowboy side crazy. He don't text back the shows or two, with a truck full of dogs and a case of brew. We fight like fire, kiss like storms. He's chaos aware and denim form. He's got that cowboy side crazy. Drives me wild and acts all lazy. Spins me fast and walks away, but somehow I beg him to stay. He's rough, he's sweet, he's never plain, like whiskey poured in summer rain. Lord help me, but I love it daily. That cowboy side crazy. Mama warned me, girl, steer clear, but I just grinned and shifted gear. 'Cause boring love just ain't my fate. I'll take the wild, I'll take the weight. Yeah, he's got that cowboy side crazy. Half outlaw, half just maybe. Breaks the rules and breaks my plans, and holds me tight with calloused hands. He's sharp like spurs, smooth like suede. I can't quit him anyway. Call it dumb, call it bravery, I call it love. I call it love. That cowboy side of crazy. just right. Got a 20 in the whole damn night. You buy the beers, I'll lead the sway. We'll two-step all our cares away. Neon's buzzing, bands in play. We're flirting like it's payday. He said don't get fresh, then leaned in close. I spilled my drink, but you still said toast. We laugh like fools on a weekend high. No bills due till Monday cries. You bought me wings and called me queen. I said slow down boy, I know you're seen. But the way you danced and tipped your hat, well I kinda like the sound of that. We ain't classy, we ain't tame, but we sure know how to play this game. You twist and laugh, I spin and pray. I don't fall for that smile today, but boots are tapping, hearts halfway. We're flirting like it's payday. You say you're trouble, I say you're fire. You want my number, my only desire. One more round, one more glance. Let's not miss this reckless chance. You say love, but it sure feels loud. Two fools spinning through a honky-tonk crowd. You wink again, I look away. But darling, I ain't here to stay. Just hearts on lease till break of day. We're flirting like it's payday. Yeah, we're flirting like it's payday.
Met her down on Music Road with a 6-string case and a voice like gold. She sang to the sky, I tapped my boots. Fell in love right there under country roots. We played the bars, we played the street. Two worn hearts and no defeat. A mason jar for dimes and dreams. Built our life on chords and themes. It's heartbeats and hammered strings. Living wild off what music brings. Strumming love in a worn out key. But the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. Rain or shine, we don't slow down. Just chasing gigs from town to town. She hums the words, I play the line. Together we're a freight train on time. Yeah, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. Living wild off what music brings. Strumming love in a worn out key. But the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. No mansion lights or limousine, just her smile and a tambourine. We ain't rich, but we're alive. With every crowd we start to thrive. It's heartbeats and hammer strings. From honky-tonks to county kings. With fire in our hands and truth that rings. hammered strings. Swinging doors, boot heels hitting that hardwood floor, leather jacket, cherry red lips. She don't ask, she takes and dips. Every cowboy turned his head. She smiled like trouble and danced instead. Ordered a whiskey, downed it quick. Said, boys, try and keep up with this. She's a you burn. Dance with her, you won't be the same. She's a honky-tonk hurricane. Half shut, but the grin was clear. I said, what's your story, cowboy dear? You said it starts when you sit right here.
It's the last round, and the lights are low. We just met, but it kinda flows. Ain't no time for second guess. Just one spark and one sweet mess. No slow dance, no promises missed. Just last round and first kiss.
You said, I don't usually move this fast. I said, cowboy slows in the past. We laughed hard, clinked our glass, and watched the clock run out too fast.
You told me you sing on Friday nights. I said I fix trucks and lose bar fights. But girl, right then in that worn out booth felt more real than Sunday truth. It's the last round, but we're feeling right. Just one chance to hold you tight. No slow build, no movie script. Just your lips and whiskey lips. Didn't plan for love like this. In the last round with a first kiss.
still dance when the road gets tough.
We don't always hit the note or ride the rhythm like we wrote, but there's magic in our offbeat crew. 'Cause love ain't always in tune. Love ain't always in tune. Sometimes it's late, sometimes too soon.
We miss the beat,
We bend the line,
but still we sing, still we shine. It's not perfect, smooth or fine,
but baby, it still feels like
mine. Even off key,
under the moon. Love ain't always in tune. You break the silence with your jokes. I laugh too hard, then we both choke. You burn the toast, I flood the sink, but we find harmony in how we think.
you like plans, I go with flow. You paint fast, I move slow.
We're chalk and cheese like fiddle and bass, but we still two-stepped in the same old place.
You crash the beat,
I miss the rhyme,
but girl, we still arrive on time.
so let 'em say we're out of tune. They don't hear our kind of mood. Love ain't always in tune. Sometimes it howls, sometimes it croons.
It skips the chord, it jumps the bar.
But still we drive this same old car. It's loud, it's rough, it don't align, but your crazy rhythm still fits mine.
Even wrong notes carry true.
Love ain't always in tune. So here's finesse and melody.
And every flaw inside of me,
You take my song, I take your sound. We make the music, not the ground. Love ain't always in tune,
but it sure plays loud when I'm with you.
we clash, we grind, but we don't break. We bend, we shout, and still we make the song we're singing every June. Through every verse and old saloon, even broken, we still bloom. Love ain't always in tune.
I walk in like it's tradition. Same old bar, same old mission. Find a stool, face the glow. Order up and let it flow. It don't judge and it don't speak, just hums in colors soft and weak. But every night I learn the fact that neon loves nobody back. Neon shines, but it don't feel, can't hold you close, can't make it real. It warms the walnut, heart's gone cracked. No neon loves nobody back. It lights your pain, it hides your tears, but it don't care, you've been here years. It never asks why you lost track, 'cause neon loves nobody back. Saw her dancing in that light, 2 beers in and out of sight. I raised a toast, she raised her hand to some other better man. Neon shines, but it don't feel, can't hold you close, can't make it real. It warms the walnut, heart's gone crack. No neon loves nobody back. You lean on it, it don't lean in. It just flickers when you sin. It don't cry or pick up slack. Neon loves nobody back. I keep coming night by night, but it won't stay. Just stares down while you fade away. It don't promise, it don't track. Neon loves nobody back. So drink it down and face the black. Neon loves nobody back. I don't do slow, and I don't do tame. I love like thunder, I ride through flame. You want someone who plays it safe. Sorry, darling, I don't operate that way. I've been bucked and bruised, but I don't break. Woke up stronger with every mistake. If love's a ride, then let it start. I got a rodeo ready hard. 'Cause this ain't no Sunday stroll. It's boots and dirt in full control. Hold on tight, it'll tear apart if you can't take a rodeo hard. I don't spook and I don't fold. My love's wild and hard to hold. But if you're real and play your part, you'll ride with a rodeo ready hard. I don't promise I won't run, but I'll come back like the morning sun. I fight like hell, but I stay true. And if I fall, I'll fall for you. 'Cause this ain't no fairground game. It's sweat and grit and taking blame. You want fire, you'll get the spark. When you love a rodeo ready heart. I don't bluff and I don't bow. I'll meet you in the moment now. So saddle up before we start. It takes guts to love this hard. I've been thrown, but never quit. Taught my soul to ride and grit. I don't need no rescue plan, just someone who can understand. No, this ain't no polished dance. It's a last chance, high stakes chance. But if you're tough and love the art, then baby, take this rodeo ready heart. Yeah, baby, take this rodeo ready heart. She don't say much when the sun goes down, just rolls in that bay and spin around while the world's still talking in black and white. She sings in colors through strings at night. No long speeches, no fancy lines, just a lonesome waltz in 3/4 time. I swear I knew her deepest truth when she bent that note in sweet vermouth. She talks in fiddle tunes, speaks with fire under Texas moons. Every slide, every sway, says what words could never say. She don't cry, she don't swoon, she just lets that redwood croon. She don't speak, but she sure moves. She talks in fiddle tune. I asked her once, what's on your mind? She played me back in 6/8 time, a whisper soft in G and D. And suddenly she undressed me. She talks in fiddle tunes, speaks with fire under Texas moons. Every slide, every sway, says what words could never say. She don't cry, she don't swoon, she just lets that redwood croon. She don't speak, but she sure moves. She talks in fiddle tunes.
hush, she'll pull that bow and hearts will rush. One solo break and you'll believe that strings can preach and songs can breathe. She talks in fiddle tunes, tells the truth neath neon rooms. No need for lines, no need for lies. She says it all with closed eyes. So if you hear that sweet monsoon, it ain't just notes beneath the moon. That's her heart, and every brew she talks in fiddle tunes. On your mind, she played me back in 6/8 time, but we were soft in fiddle tunes. She talks in fiddle tunes. She talks in fiddle tunes. She talks in fiddle tunes. Talks in fiddle. She's got diesel on her boots and dirt on her jeans, hair tied back, chasing wild machines. She don't wait for green lights to go. She's thunder rolling down the back road. Lipstick red like a setting sun, spins that wheel like a loaded gun. You can try, but you won't catch. She leaves tire tracks and never looks back. She's fire behind the wheel, burning rubber, breaking steel. A heart that roars, a soul that flies. Ain't no breaking those blue jean thighs. You can chase her, but she won't yield. She's fire behind the
feels damn near right.
You drove through storms with one hand tied and the other holding mine at night. We kissed at red lights, danced at green in a world too fast for 17.
Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams, rolling on faith and jelly beans, running from nothing toward everything like rebels with a wedding ring. We make love out of moonlight beams, living loud, wild, and full of schemes. We ain't rich, but we're a team. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams.
One flat tire, one roadside kiss, one moment more like this. We may be broke, but we're gold inside, and babe, you're still my favorite ride.
Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams, dust trail love with a rebel gleam. We got the stars and wrote the songs, a little lost but never wrong. Turning miles into memories, just you, just me, and highways free. We're built for life, not limousines. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams. We DJ'd every mile we made, sang off key to Elvis and Hank. You leaned on me in motel lights, said this life feels damn near right. You drove through storms with one hand tied and the other holding mine at night. We kissed at red lights, danced to green in a world too fast for 17. We leaned on me in motel lights, said this life feels damn near right. You drove through storms with one hand tied and the other holding mine at night. We kissed at red lights, danced to green in a world too fast for 17. We made love out of moonlight beams in a world too fast for 17. One flat tire, one roadside kiss, no moment more like this. We may be broke, but we're gold inside, and babe, you're still my favorite ride. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams, dust trail love with a rebel gleam. We got the stars that wrote the songs, a little lost but never wrong. Turning miles into memories, just you, just me, and highways free. We're built for life, not limousines. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams.
Saw her walk in, red heels on fire, turned every cowboy's gaze to desire. She smiled once, that's all it took. 10 hearts gone in just one look. She orders whiskey like it's tea, talks slow but stings like Tennessee. She ain't the kind you take home quick, 'cause trouble boys wears lipstick. Yeah, trouble wears lipstick, moves like sin and hits real quick. She'll dance close, then disappear, leave you drunk on dreams and cheap beer. She don't lie, she just don't warn. She's a wild storm in a southern form. You'll think it's love, but it won't stick, 'cause trouble wears lipstick. She kissed Joe and wrecked his band, took his truck, then ditched the land. Now he sings sad songs at the bar, while she flirts 3 tables far. Yeah, trouble wears lipstick, lace and fire wrapped in slick. She'll lean in close and steal your soul, leave a burn where you ain't whole. You'll chase her fast but lose the race, with nothing left but a red stained face. So count your heart and pray it's thick, 'cause trouble wears lipstick.
finish like a southern tide.
She ain't mean, just wild and slick. Don't play the game unless you're quick. 'Cause love don't live where she might pick. Trouble, where's lipstick? Where's lipstick?
Lost my job on a Monday morn. Flat tire, no gas, and my boots were warm. She left a note with the coffee cold. Said you love the bar more than you hold. But I ain't lying, here feeling low. I hit the floor when the fiddles go. If life's a mess, I'm playing bold in this honky-tonk of broken gold. I'm two-stepping through the wreckage in these boots with patched up edges. Got a bar tab deep and a pass that bites, but I still spin when the neon lights. I ain't fixed, but I ain't done. I've been bruised, but I still run. So raise that glass, no need to check it. I'm two-stepping through the wreckage. My house is gone, truck barely runs, but I got a rhythm and a flask of fun. You can cry or you can dance, and I've never missed a damn good chance. I'm two-stepping through the wreckage with a heart stitched up in stages. Lost my way but kept the beat, turning heartbreak into heat. Don't need much, just floor and fire and a fiddle line that won't retire. So play it loud, don't try to check it. I'm two-stepping through the wreckage. Ain't no shame in falling hard, long as you rise in a honky-tonk bar. So dust off pride and torn blue jeans, and find some hope in worn out scenes. Yeah, I'm two-stepping through the wreckage with a laugh that don't need leverage. Life through dirt, I danced in dust, didn't break, just bent and cussed. Still out here beating odds with whiskey, faith, and jukebox God. So if you're down, come grab a second. We'll be two-stepping through the wreckage.
We pull up slow to a gravel bin, old red barn and a few good friends. Pass the bottle, light the flame, telling stories that all sound the same. Moon's hanging like a cheap bar sign, and we're burning through another round of time. Laughter echoes through the pines, truth gets louder after midnight shines. It's whiskey talking county roads, where the night gets deep and the wind still knows. Hearts spill out in a southern drawl, with every sip we tell it all. Steel guitar and engine moans, yeah, we find peace where wild things roam, in whiskey talking county road. Dust kicks up when the tires roll on, no place to be, just chasing dawn. That dashboard light and radio glow are all I need when I wanna go. It's whiskey talking county roads, where the night gets deep and the wind still knows. Hearts spill out in a southern drawl, with every sip we tell it all. Steel guitar and engine moans, where we find peace where wild things roam, in a whiskey talking county road. Ain't about running from the pain, just driving through it in the rain. The truth comes out in dust and smoke, between
between the laughs and words we spoke. It's whiskey talking county roads, old regrets and new crossroads. We ain't lost, we're just let go, with empty cups and hearts that know. The realest nights ain't ones we planned, just back road dreams and borrowed land. Yeah, whiskey talking county roads.
Saw you looking over your ring like you were tired of everything. You sipped slow, turned down the light. I said that look don't match that white.
You had that outlaw kind of grin, like you were born to chase some sin. Told me things I shouldn't hear, but I leaned in with no fear.
Spoken for,
Fear ain't no saint,
I wear my saint
like fancy paint.
We both know this ain't polite lie, but we still dance through the night. We're on the wrong side of right, crossing lines under neon light. A little too close, a little too long, feeling something that don't belong.
It ain't holy, it sure ain't wise,
But we can't stop locking eyes. We both know on the wrong side of right.
You said I won't ask where you'll be.
I said don't you go falling for me.
But your hand stayed right on mine, and I didn't move, not this time.
We told the truth through sideways grins, and lied like lovers in their sins.
No promises, no sweet disguise, just wanting more than we should try.
The band played slow,
The room went still. I knew I should,
but I never will.
we both walked past that red lit sign.
Now we're deep in blurry lines.
We're on the wrong side of right, stealing time in the hush of night. One bad move, but it feels so real, like fate with a rebel's heel. No maps here, no end in sight, just two fools chasing firelight. We don't care what's black or white, we're just living on the wrong side of right.
Maybe come tomorrow we'll pay the price, but tonight this wrong sure feels nice.